Research and creating the buyer's avatar is the most important for every e-com business when it comes to advertising. I bet when you are doing research, it starts in ad library and it probably ends there too. This is too little information if you want to build a brand and want to scale your Facebook ads account. And it does not matter where you are right now or how big or small your brand is. Research is time consuming and often confusing since there is just so much information and noise that you need to separate. But it's the foundation, and with proper research, it will be so much easier to scale your business when you are actually producing the creatives. Let me show you how to make scalable creatives and a thriving business. I call this the CBM method, Customer Behavior Mapping. It consists of 4 things: perception review, customer feedback analysis, competitor benchmark, and performance history. But before all this, I want to show you results from my clients where we applied this method. Here is Fun Punch, where we started selling for a whole different audience. Instead of teens and early adults, we targeted parents to buy the product for their kids. The first batch was doing £700 daily spend. Or Alpine Skin. They were mostly running static ads and they wanted to get into videos more. So we built up a new buyer's avatar and started selling to middle-aged women, cutting CPA by 32% compared to their previous attempts. Or this brand, which I can't disclose, but we started targeting middle-aged Texas men with new angles, country music, and simplified ads addressing their beliefs and concerns, pushing them off the buyer's edge. This resulted in $15 less CPA and a lot more scalable ads than before. We always begin with the perception review because this is going to represent the actual customer journey and how they go through phases before actually making a commit. Even if your ad is good, people will look your company up on Google, TikTok, Instagram, and read your customer reviews so they can make sure they are not wasting their money. Social proof will affect your conversions, but that's good because we can turn that into our advantage, even if it's a bad review. Let's look at some social proof. First, it's the press. It's the highest form of social proof for some demographic. Then the reviews on blogs, Reddit, or on-site reviews. And the third is the pre-purchase feedback. These are the social media posts and comments. First, you should Google your brand's name and see what pops up. What do people ask? Do they ask if you are legit? All of this can affect your conversion rate, so you need to be aware of these red flags. It's going to keep people from buying from you. Now, once we are done here, it's time to take a look at the press. If you are a starter brand and don't have any, don't worry. Let's take a look at the competitors' press. But you should always strive to have some good press for your brand. If you are targeting older people or just above 30, they are going to care about it, and we'll definitely take a look at it. So if you don't have any, that's no bueno. For people above 40, this is the highest level of social proof. You are going to trust the brand a lot more if they were featured in big names like Forbes. If you are targeting kids, it's important because the parent is the one pulling the credit card. It will also bring some organic customers, but that will die off eventually. But we can double down on these with ads, so it's fine. When doing this, simply search the brand or the niche. Click on news and you got all the press there. So what I usually do here is just look through the press and collect reviews that are, super good, that stands out. Just this alone can make winner creatives. Use screenshots and grab the reviews to build credibility. It's good to note here that if you use screenshots for your ads and there's navigation bars in the screenshot, Facebook will flag that ad because it baits people to think they can click on it, and instead it takes them to the ad. Now let's get to the reviews. Reddit, blogs, and review sites. What do people say about your brand? Look at the conversations they are having. I usually like to do that on sites like Reddit. Again, for certain demographic, Reddit is like a press for someone else. It's important, and before they buy, they look into the customer experience. When looking at these sites, what you really want to pay attention is what type of cons they have, because then you might be able to create an ad that overcomes that objection. Also, take a look at what type of questions people are asking, what are they unsure of, and what is unclear. These people have not bought yet, and likely these are the questions that pops up in the mind of the majority of people before making a commit. Why I think Reddit is the best site for that, because people are brutally honest there. If you see a lot of the same negative comments, you could address that in a creative, because that directly speaks to your audience and it will improve conversion rates by a ton. Now let's get to pre-purchase feedback and the last stage in perception review. What is most important in today's world is Instagram and TikTok. When people see your ad on Instagram, they are going to check your organic posts. So you need to keep this in check as well. What is the content strategy here? What type of images are you using? Are you mostly doing reels or photos? Can we maybe take any organic stuff and repurpose it into paid ads? Also, take a look at the comments under your posts. You need to respond to them. This gives people trust. If you just post and leave it at that, that's not good. When there is a negative comment in there and you don't respond to it, it can make a brand seem scammy. Who is commenting? Potential buyers, people who already bought, or people who just bought and excited to get the product. Now TikTok. People use TikTok to look up others what they are saying about the brand and the product. Even my girlfriend does that. Before she buys a perfume and hair product or skincare, she's going to look at least 30 videos before making a purchase. And the last one is the ad comments. Go through your ad comments because this is the best inspiration for your next ads. Here you are going to figure out what are the most common objections for people. Also, if you have a winning ad that has a lot of negative comments, that can actually lower the performance. So if your performance dips overnight, you should be checking the comments first. You can delete them, and honestly you should if it gives a bad image of the brand. Also, you can address them, but if they are really bad, then you should just delete. But if you can reply both negative and positive comments the right way, performance can actually boost as well. Here is a tip. When replying to these comments, try to generate a new discussion. Come up with a question. This can lead to a whole new discussion and boost your analytics and algorithm. The key here is to engage with people. Delete very bad reviews on ads and save the really good ones so you can use it later on your creatives. If you can keep all of this in mind during the research phase, then your creatives are going to go nuts. But there is more to it. So if you want me to keep making videos on the topic, drop a like, ask your questions in the comments, and you can also follow me on Instagram. Link is down below. Remember, this is your time and it's closer than you think. I'll be waiting for you.